Last call for putting your seed into chat. I will need that to verify because I will check the VOD and your seed to make sure it's a winner. Don't worry about not knowing what songs are what. They show up when they play. So when the song 59 plays, it will say 59 at the bottom. 150 song long session. That would be hell for me. Maybe I shouldn't have promised that. It is possible that it goes pretty bad for people. Right. I didn't select course, did I? No, I certainly did not. A Final Fantasy VIII fan put in Seed as their seed. How can anyone be a fan of that game? The temperature is currently a balmy 21 degrees indoors, probably something like 14 degrees outdoors. Alright. Something very weird going on. I just saw 2 instances of alien. Why do I have multi-aliens going on there? Let me check my list. Perhaps I muddled something up when I grabbed it. I grabbed them out of random.org. It's quite early on. Maybe I pasted it in twice. Easily fixed though. Yeah, the aliens are invading. And much as we like Alien, I'm not taking duplicate songs. Did it say 100 in the list or not? Oh well, good thing I give myself that extra countdown time. Let me go and fix this shenanigans. Righto, righto. I'm not seeing double alien in my list. What is going on here? We've had Alien play before without issue, haven't we? The song is called Alien Alien. I doubt that would cause any problems. Tell you what, just reload the songs here. Come out of that. I am bamboozled with that. Yeah, it says 2 and 3 are both Alien. Why would that be? Okay, I'm checking with the list that I generated right. My only assumption here is that I have a broken song in the mix called Wild Rush, which is meant to be the 3rd one, and it somehow ain't working. So, sucks for anybody that has Wild Rush. Well, everyone has Wild Rush in their card, don't they? Let me just clear that one out. Save that, reload it, and see what happens. Trying out new things causes new problems, but this problem should be averted with this. Wild Rush is a bit of a weird song, so... And come to think of it, I've never seen it show up before, have I? Maybe it's been broken and I haven't noticed because the nature of it breaking up means it doesn't play. If we only have one alien, we know this has been fixed. Or at least we can assume that it has. There we go, only one alien. Right. So, as I said, that's last call on the bingo card. So last one we're having in is Jimmy C with his Jake is a Crazy Scotsman. So as ever, we get to see the first 10. We're going to be greeted with Burning Heat, Alien, Role-Playing Game, Maria, White Lovers, Sakura, Bad Apple, Stay Supremacy, and Night of Fire. I see. What we get after that is anybody's guess, but we are getting one boss song out of the way early. Fortunately, or unfortunately, it is the easiest boss song in the whole mix. I'm never going to fail Sakura. Oh well, let's get going with it and get those bingo cards ready. As I said, bingo is now closed, although I suppose you can still play along for fun. And I guess if anybody puts in a bingo card at this point, I'm not going to be too anal about it, but hey-ho, let's get going. Honestly, I think role-playing game is more likely to give me trouble than Sakura. Because I'm just so less familiar with role-playing game. Sakura I've beaten at least 20 times. And being unfamiliar with a song can be really quite detrimental to performance. Oh, I don't think we're seeing the 1,000 combos today. So hopefully you can see at the bottom of the screen is the name of the song. This song is called Burning Heat. Everyone will have that on their bingo card. So check it off. And if that's your center square, lucky you. Alien, alien. I put in every effort to make sure that there was no Japanese or other moon runes on your cards. And when I say I put in every effort, it was actually Fish Lips who very kindly transliterated everything. I don't think OpenOffice really liked the transliteration though. There was a bit of duang in all of it. Oh man. I can feel it inside myself. Today is not a peak DDR performance day. That's alright though. Doesn't need to be peak performance for somebody to win. Paranoia Respect continues to be the sword weighing over me. Would that be Damocles' sword? Now, Arabiata had its filthy way with me. But I actually postulate that Arabiata is not that hard. It is quite unfamiliar, and it's full of a lot of steps that I don't like. Step jumps, particularly. But once you've survived for about 40 seconds at an Arabiata, you've pretty much won. It really shoots itself off early. Gene! I have no idea what this red-headed kid is talking about. So this is role-playing game. Check it off. Oh man, save data gone. What a nightmare. Yada yada yada. Really love this song. And I think it's shown up in every Nonstop 100 of recent times. Despite them dying quite early. Well, I guess some songs have to. The actual song is longer than that. But they cut out some of the bump from it. Tell us about your worst lost save data. It would have either been my middle brother or my cousin, but somebody saved over my 100% GoldenEye save slot. When I was in university, I stayed in a university dorm. It was just a room. The halls, that's it. I stayed in university halls. And I suspect that the cleaner came and hoovered up my PSP memory card. Now, most of the things on that were saved data for some of the many bits of shovelware for the PSP. But my Final Fantasy IX save data was on that. I think I was in Garganroo, or I don't know, the place that Kuja kidnaps Aiko to. That's the two worst things that come to mind when it comes to lost save data. I'm sure I've had many bugs, like Kirby's Super Fun Pack, aka Kirby's Superstar in the US. I'm certain I've loaded that up to find all save data lost. But you know, that's a fun kind of problem. It's, oh no, I have to play through Super Fun Pack again. Oh, I'd hate to have to go and redo Revenge of Meta Knight. My favorite was always the Milky Way Wishes, though. Because of the way you get the abilities and keep them for good. Oh, so much fun. Oh, but the arena's even better, of course. Alpha is bragging in chat. Apparently he is up to 5 already on his bingo sheet. And I have 3 in a line myself. Well, good luck. Now you can check off Sakura. The song is Sakura. And it will show up as Sakura on your list. It is a boss song. It's also the easiest boss song in existence. It's only a little bit complex due to these slow down parts, but it is not a particularly tiring song. It's at its fastest at the end. I.e. here, but especially if you play other boss songs, this is nothing. And done. Alright, Bad Apple. 7th song. So how does the licensing for Toho work? Because evidently you can make fan-made works of Toho and sell them. I mean, what if you made a derivative piece of Toho work, but you bastardized all the characters? None of them do or act anything like what's seen before. My vague understanding was that Toho as a whole was just a medium through which to promote Zoon's music. Okay, this is definitely not a peak performance day for me. I feel multiple beads of sweat on my forehead already, serving to remind me that I once again forgot my towel. It's alright though, I've got the hobo's towel, the arm. Somebody's saying that their sheet is looking mighty spread out. It's only the last song that matters. Even if you've got 9 in a row, you're still at the mercy of like a 1 in 80 for that last one. I wonder what the average number of songs I have to clear though, for someone to get a bingo. One thought is... Oh wait, no, if I made 5x5s, that might not help the odds. Because it still means 3 out of 4 songs won't get you anything. Huh. Anyway, who could forget Supremacy? I will never lose to you, Supremacy. When we had a Nonstop 100, where songs could repeat, Supremacy just came back again and again and again. At least 4 times it showed up. Thanks to that though, I'm now very familiar with the song. It's a little bit tricky, this song. Whenever you see some yellow arrows pop up, those are pretty tricky. I don't know what they are, 16ths or 32nds or 8ths. As I've mentioned before, I'm not big on my music theory. But they make you have to do a gallop or a stutter step or whatever you want to call it, which can really throw your groove off. Okay, Night of Fire, this is the last song we knew we were getting. So much DDR, we must be in the groove. I see what you did there, Shen. Let's see what this song is doing. Just trying to wear me down for the inevitable dose of Arrabbiata. By the way, bingo used to be a banned word on a Twitch title. It would have been prudent to look up the rules for doing one of those. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, shoot. Well, if my legs weren't burning already. This is harder than Sakura. But it's not a boss song. Alright, come on then. Let's dance. What is he saying? Something about ask not why? Okay. Just to validate, there should be 11 songs checked off on your lists right now. Huh. Oh, thank goodness that's over. Okay. This song is called EDM Jumpers. EDM Jumpers. Man, I won't lie, game, I was hoping for something restful after Hyena. But I'll take it. Man, I am already drenched in sweat. This is a bad sign. You better hope your line that you're looking at isn't swamped with boss songs. And there is 0.59. I'm told that's a pun in Japanese, but Alpha Gamma could explore in further. Close enough to a rest song. I have failed the song many times actually, because it debuted on the PlayStation 1 copy of DDR in Europe. Dancing Stage it was called. Dancing Stage Fever maybe? Hilariously, it had more songs on it than the PlayStation 2 counterparts. Probably more Konami originals or something. Anyway, Back then I was playing on real Garbo pads. The kinds that you'll get for 10 quid at the gammy corner of your local game or game station. And back in that game, when you were doing poorly, everything got really wavy. And oh my goodness, was that off-putting. Interestingly, these days when you're in danger, it darkens the background for you, actually making it easier to focus on the arrows, assuming you can ignore the flashing danger sign. Beautiful dream. Do I know you? Apparently it's a 12, but it's easy so far. Oh, I see. Sorry, but simply relying on vaguely speedy, dense arrows is not going to slow me down. Okay, jumps on the other hand, fun! Jake does not like jumps. Ugh. I hear something coming through the mailbox. You can only imagine what the mailman thinks. Actually, he's probably thinking, what is that smell? I shouldn't be this drenched by song 15, but here I am. Like most things in my life, I'm gonna blame it on Hyena. It's the smell of illegal gambling. Well, there's a reasonable chance that this is troublesome in Sweden, isn't it? Gambling laws even apply to arcade machines in Sweden. You know, like put in a token and play a round of Time Crisis. That's a gambling. Okay, era. Okay. The time between songs is so short that getting a drink is... I should look into solutions for being able to drink easier. I mean, the best solution would probably just be like wheel over the little thing that holds all my drinks a little closer to the dance mat. But too close and it becomes a hazard. There was a time a young and more reckless Jake who didn't care about the hazard. He used to eat a full-on curry, Asda's finest korma and balti, with all the trimmings, garlic naan bread, some onion bhajis, and then jump straight into some DDR. He knew the risks, he just didn't give a damn. Okay. If ever there was a rest song, this isn't it, but it's still quite easy. Pizza was pointing out that overall, the Nonstop 100 list I have here has quite a lot of easy songs in it. However, the hard songs are really hard. In any case, this is Miracle Moon, the 17th song. So if you have fewer than 17 checked off, well, time to confirm. What's Sweden like with the curries? Well, I wouldn't trust a Swede with a curry, that's for sure. But Stockholm is filled to the brim with immigrants, so there are plenty of people who can make you decent food here. Bless the Persians in my neighborhood. They've got the best Persian restaurant here I have ever seen. And I make sure that anyone who visits gets a trip to that place. And even if they don't accept, they are offered up a go at the meat bonanza. Alright, one step beyond. Interestingly enough, this was an official DDR release song. It came out on... It was either Fusion or Fever in the United Kingdom. They need these kind of licensed headline tracks to bring the normies into the game. The best moves they ever made on that was getting in Elvis A Little Less Conversation and Kylie Minogue, Love Something Something. Well, what term would you use, Jagger? Casuals? Belgians? Can't believe I missed an arrow on One Step Beyond. Oh well, let's make it 2. Murder on the Dance Floor. Sorry, but this song does not come at an opportune time to be hilarious. Oh well, the rush does not count as a free space. It is simply a space that is impossible to fill in. And that's very unfortunate if that's your vital space. Better consider alternative paths. However, if I crash and burn out of this Nonstop 100 before anybody calls bingo, I promise you I will load up and play Wild Rush so you can check it off before I jump back into more randomized songs. When you run a gamble like this, it is important to remain true to the rules that you set up from the beginning. Now that doesn't mean you can't do things that aren't part of the rules. It means you can't do things that are established in the rules that you cannot do. That's why one of the phrases I like to say quite often is, there's nothing in the rules against cheating. Because it's true. Alright, seduction time. Don't worry, seduction. I'm immune to your charms. But I can't ignore the big gorilla in the background. I once challenged somebody to this exact song. They were allowed to have 4 people play it. One person on every arrow. Thinking back, that was probably a handicap in my favor. Let's freeze. Bangarang time. This song brings back delirious memories for me. What's she saying? Shouts to all my boys for this sweet rally. Cringe style. What else can I put into the song list to indulge cringe stalia? Some 9 Inch Nails. Some, oh man, who did all those songs? Like Breaking the Habit. And, Went So Far and something something, and in the end it doesn't really matter. Linkin Park, there we go. I'm not opposed to changing the Nonstop 100. I don't want to make it any easier. The whole point is that this is a savagely difficult Nonstop 100. Even Pizzarific, who is right now as good as, if not better than me at DDR, crashed out at about 20-something songs. But I think once that man actually figures out how to do a crossover, he will overtake me at DDR, no problem. Oh crap, Liquid Moon. This song just takes you unawares and abuses you. Look at these steps, man. What's a jump? What's not a jump? What angle should your body be at when hitting them? Who knows? But if you clear that, which we just did, it lets you relax a bit. I would like a drink with my relaxation, though. Well, I was watching Jake's run through of Rune Factory 4, and Jesus Christ something something. Oh, StarCraft. Right, yes. Even if I say I will never play something, there are ways to make me break that. Punishment games are one of the ways. It is very rare that I will reject a punishment game. Those steps required hands, but I didn't use my hands. Because at my current sweaty tiredness levels, it would give me a brain rush. Or a head rush, or... You know, you do a bunch of sit-ups or something, and then you start squatting against the wall, your head goes... There was a fad to pass out from that at a time. Fortunately, I'd known enough from DDR. That was a stupid thing to do, so I didn't do it. Jake doesn't like End of the Century. It's quite dense with arrows, it's a 9. And it's full of jumps. And step jumps. Jake likes neither of these things. But it's important to put in songs full of things you don't like, or else you won't get better at them. You'll just ignore them. And ignoring is a legit strat for anything you don't like. Don't like certain people? Cut them out of your life. Don't like foods? Don't eat them. Don't like spending your time at something? Don't do it! All time is free time. When it comes to DDR, I think it's healthy to include things you don't like. Alright. Another thing I don't like is how hot it's getting in here. Turned up the fan, grabbed another quick scoosh of blue Gatorade. Someone says my sheet looks like Minesweeper. Well, with this, 24 of them are filled in. That's enough to bingo twice. And in fact, I'm sure if you put your imagination to it, it's enough to bingo 3 times. Ah. Okay, let's do this. How the hell is this just an 8? Dun 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 dun. Okay. Wait, what? 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 I am quite certain I have 0 duplicates in this list. What could it mean? Well, it means this song is knackering me for one. It's hard enough to do once. Okay, no more jokes, game. Okay. What the hell was that? That's like you're playing bingo and the bingo caller goes, we got number 24 and we've got number a candy corn. Oh boy. Alright, somebody I believe said that S Club was one of their important cards. So lucky you. My eyes are getting absolutely covered in sweat right now. Right. We're tempting fate at this point. We are overdue boss songs. Every song we go without a boss song, the density just gets worse. There's meant to be one boss song every 11 songs. We are now 26 deep and have only had one boss song. If I believe the gambler's fallacy, I'd say the game is cutting me some leeway after insta-arabayatiing me last time. But not believing in the gambler's fallacy is what makes me such a great gambler. I'm sure there are other factors, which will be invented and used as excuses dictate. This is my generation. Captain Jack back again. Now these are gallops, but they're slow enough that you can just step through them. If you just stutter your steps a bit. Which is something I find much easier to do with shoes on. Because you can use the extra friction to stop your step just a little bit after it lands if you scuff it forward. Unfortunately, I've used it too much. I am in dire need of a new pair of shoes. Whatever that part of your foot where the toes meet the greater part of the foot, under that is completely worn through. There is no bottom of the... Oh, hold that thought. Outer Limits is back for more. I can do Outer Limits no problem, but it will tire me out. Torture and destroy, let's go. It's not too dissimilar to Max 300. I think Outer Limits is a bit faster though. Hard to say. I'd have to look at them both back to back or side to side. Love this song, it just reminds me of Dynasty Warriors 2. Oh, I'm tired though. And we're done. Well, I'm almost done. Oh, shoot! Okay, I was just talking about Captain Jack. And thank goodness it wasn't Grandale Mix. Well, here's Grandale Mix. Forward march indeed. Hey-o, Captain Jack! Left, right, left. The military step. The Air Force rep. The 70's the best. Go. Go. Running through the Granite Tank. Kind of a shame, but I don't think In the Navy is part of my Nonstop 100. Okay. Okay. Alright, at least we made it 30 songs deep. That's certainly better than some of my earlier attempts. Especially the one that made it 0 songs deep. I wore the wrong underwear today, though. It's riding up like a game of snakes and ladders. Well, many discomforts face you when playing DDR on endless mode. You can't just pause and fix them. So let's go. Didn't need it like a winning lottery ticket, you mean, Alpha? Ecstasy to 3. Well, there's the pause I need. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, that was Ecstasy, and this is Stealing Beats. One of the easiest songs on the playlist. Coming at a very opportune time. Because holy moly. After Grandale Mix and Outer Limits. I don't like the fact that they're talking about silverback gorillas. I need fewer monkeys in my life, not more of them. Do gorillas count as monkeys? Huh. I'm at 3 6s on my card. Nice. So I'm going to need to make note there are probably 2 broken songs in this playlist. Well, that's why I keep the recording. It means I can go back and investigate. One of them came after Red Zone, and the other was Wild Rush. Sadly, it's hard to really check for future broken songs. I need them to get rolled. Oh well. I have no idea why this song is in my playlist. I don't like the song, and it's not difficult. I'm gonna make a mental note to erase this one, but I will forget that mental note when I have a post-DDR mental break. So I'd appreciate it if people could remind me afterwards. Hey Jake, you need to check for Wild Rush, that other potentially broken song, and get rid of Make It Better. You don't like the song. I think this is a filler song in some very old DDR mixes. Probably around 3rd mix. It just has that feel to it. Alright, Bon Jovi. This is 3 for 3 on easy songs back to back. I grow ever more suspicious about what's to come. The real killers have not arrived, and I don't just mean boss songs with that when I say it. Orion 59 has not appeared. My Summer Love, which can catch you on guard, has not appeared. Rhythm and Police has not appeared. Oh, I got 7 on the diagonal. I would really, really like to see people's bingo cards once we're all said and done. Just ping me in the Discord with them, or you can image host them and send them to me in the chat if you're a non-Discordy person, which I totally get. IRC till the day I die. But it's hard to deny the usefulness of the Discord. Christ, anything to avoid using Skype. There we go. Oh my god, Alpha. Alpha, we need the romanization for this. It's like Cho Cho Chen Mucho Girl. My Japanese isn't strong enough. Okay, well I know it begins with Cho. Okay, well it doesn't. It begins with No. Okay. This song is showing up in every single Nonstop 100. I can't shake it. Fortunately, I really, really like the song. Especially at this part. So this is No Sho Shikatretsu Girl. Okay. boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think my t-shirt has doubled in weight right now. Vasca the shirt. It's a pretty good t-shirt. It's got a mesh back. Really helps for breathability. And it means I can still feel the fan on my back even when the back is saturated with sweat. And you better believe it is. Okay, I'm growing ever more suspicious about this song list. I randomize my playlists on random.org. They assure me that it is functionally random. Then why do I keep getting the same songs? Oh man, cats without a home. You're bringing me to tears here. I wonder if Scotland still has wild cats. Did when I was a kid, but maybe they've all been eradicated. Oh, you and me too, lassie. Probably looks like I'm crying the amount of sweat on my face. Oh boy. A quick glance at the thermometer on my fan tells me there's still 21 degrees in here. My air conditioner is set to make the room a very lovely 16 degrees Celsius. But with this human radiator in the middle of the room, I think it's struggling. Still, there was a dark time in my life when I was playing DDR. And this room was 28 degrees, holy moly. My rare case of brotherhoods with the Canadians, 28 degrees is holy moly weather. I hope that anybody who has a promising line on their bingo cards isn't waiting on Arabaita. Well, actually, to be clear, I only need to reach the song for you to tick it off. I don't need to clear it. If Arabayata is your final card, you might be in luck. Freaking Arabayata. Doesn't everywhere in Japan have good air conditioning though? I don't mind going outside and it being ball-bustingly hot. But where I live and work and operate, 21 degrees is preferable. 24 degrees is as high as I'll go. And when I'm sleeping, the colder the better. In case it wasn't clear from the lyrics, the song title, and the background screen, this song is called Last Message. It's kind of bland, but I like this song. It's got that extremely boring friend appeal to it. Okay, Pink Rose. A really nice thing is that if somebody calls bingo, I don't even have to verify it immediately. Everybody's going to have exactly the same stuff ticked off in their sheets. It just takes one other person to run it against their own sheet. I'll still verify myself though. I just mean that immediately it can be checked. We're not that far from halfway through, by the way. Someone's gonna get it. Well, you can run their own seed. And whilst they might be able to lie about their seed, I can verify that. It's one thing to be mistaken. Oh no, right. Shelve the thinking. I need to focus. Come on, Weird Al. I really should have taken you out of my playlist by now. Oh well. I don't want to make it easier, and that would definitely make things easier. I channel the power of Ultra Magnus here. Party till you're broke and they drag you away, it's okay. You can dare to be stupid. Seldom does a day go by that I don't think about the Transformers animated movie. I'm not huge into Transformers myself, but my eldest brother is crazy about it. Okay, let's have a break. Oh, let's not have a break. It's Orion 7-9. Oh, this is just propping me up for a boss song to kill me. It's steps like those, this, that make it so tiring. You have a long stream of steps and then you need to stop and jump, and then step and jump again. It's so tiring. Let's do it. So thirsty. All right, break, please. Secret Rendezvous by the Divas. Okay, that's 41 songs. That is nobody have a bingo yet. We are. Oh, no. I'm not chewing on the Gatorade today, although I do have my Gatorade chews to hand. However, I have mixed up some Gatorade, as in taken some of my powder and made some drinks out of it. One is blue flavor, the other is orange flavor. I'm starting to wonder if drinking that stuff is bad for me. Like I said, it went off in 2007. For all I know, drinking that is what's causing me to have these post-DDR breaks. Oh, come on! Something is really messed up with my playlist today. 3 broken songs, huh? Why have we never had a break before then? Well, we've only tried it about 2 times before, haven't we? Come to think of it, I have a suspicion. When I created the original list that was further randomized, I did copy-paste by hand all the song titles. It's possible that one of the things that were being parsed through couldn't read some of the characters in them. Sounds more likely in some Japanesey songs. I will check after this is done. But in that case, why would Wild Rush be on of it? It's just Wild Rush in all capitals, parentheses from Nonstop Mix. Oh, my eyes sting so badly. Alright, time for a climax. A Trip Machine climax. 2, 1, trip start. It's a 9, but I don't think it's very deserving of a 9. It could just be that I've been playing this song since I started playing DDR. It was on the first mix of DDR I ever owned, which was Dancing Stage Mega Mix for the PlayStation 2. Dun 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 dun. Flush. Lip Pips is apparently thrust into a 9 in a row. with their seed, Pips. Who knows, maybe Jet World is their lucky 10. Maybe you could tell us all what your lucky 10th is. And then tell us that it's a Wild Rush. We did indeed have a role-playing game. It was one of the very early songs. This is getting bad for me. I'm getting worn out here. Run ragged by the Nonstop 100 again. And the boss density is getting denser and denser. 7 boss songs in the following 50-something songs. I'm not confident I could take on something like my favorite game or Max Unlimited right now. Pips needs Let's Talk It Over. You know, I hear the phrase, let's talk it over, and you know who I think of? I think of Helden. Specifically, I think of Helden being side-skipped over to Illustre Jean, who wields a hammer with great malice. And Helden says, maybe we could talk things over. At which point, John pulverizes his torso into a fine mist. What is life if not a collection of vivid, exciting memories? Alright, here we go with Disturbia. It's not a very exciting song, but I really like the song. I like the music. Well, specifically, I think I like the vocals. I don't know who this lassie is, so I'm guessing it's Rihanna, that's what it says. She has a very penetrative voice. Feels like it pierces right through the old grey matter. Not so much when she goes, I don't like that so much, just when she's talking. Hopefully my illusions aren't dashed and we find out this is all put through an auto-tuner. Okay, spin that disc. Easy song for my easy life. When I think of other ladies with what I would call a penetrative voice, oh my god, what is the band called? They did a song called Like Vines We Intertwine. And a bunch of other songs. Paper Thin Hymn, I think? I don't know, my musical ignorance is shining like a beacon here. Okay. My boss song instincts are tingling like crazy right now. It's just been so long since we've had one. Well, not so much that, it's just they've been spaced out more than expected. Oh well, let's have some Sweet Suit Magic instead. Bum ba da bum bum. I don't know what she's saying. Maybe she's saying beaches or peaches. That's not what I'm hearing. I just need Utopia and Max. What are the odds I can get through both of those if they show up? Well, I guess I only need to get through one of them. Well, at least there's been no Arrabbiata. I shouldn't have attempted all those rematches against Arrabbiata last time. I was left with a really pulsing headache afterwards. Fortunately, I saw it coming. Just chugged a painkiller and lay down in a dark room for a few hours. Still left my brain feeling like it had holes drilled into it though. Oh yes! Forget the boss songs. I want this to be somebody's magical bingo slot. Time for the ultimate cheeseburger. Girl. But it's not you I'm thinking of. Such powerful lyrics. Do we actually have any Arabs in chat? I'll take the Greater Near East as a flimsy substitute. I can only assume that it's giving you some sort of powerful, perhaps even carnal pleasure. I know if the shoe was on the other foot it would be for me. And it could be. If somebody was getting slaughtered by Vag. Oh me, oh my. But I won't eat tofu again. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. I'd be so broke up if we broke up, but this burger's bigger than our relationship. Whoa, this is probably a hate crime in Sweden. Reminder that the real song is longer than this. There we go. Let's talk it over! Now who was this for? Congratulations, Le Pips, on your successful bingo at 49. $49, huh? So I'm going to need to get through at least half of the non-stop 100 to have a reasonable shot at people getting their bingos. Yeah, you need to shout bingo or you get nothing. I think it was Pips. I can't remember if it was a capital P or not. If somebody else could double check, I'd be much obliged. I'll check myself, but let's just assume you were doing great, and that's a free gift sub over to Pips. I've been looking to add that little extra something to DDR for some time. I knew it wasn't the predictions though. Predictions for weekly one-shot, I don't want to drive that into the ground by doing it over and over again. And I think bingo is the logical conclusion. Hang on, I just noticed. This isn't a non-stop 100 at all, it's a non-stop 99. Oh, of course, we cut out Wild Rush. Well, there's some stuff to be investigated here. Could it be that Pips, knowing this was coming, altered the game somehow? Zawa. 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 Sit back down. Well, as I say and say often, there is nothing in the rules against cheating. Maybe, just maybe, you are the host behind random.org. Maybe you've been able to isolate my IP and fix the generation, eh? And then it becomes a trivial case of generating the correct seed. Give it a bit of leeway so it doesn't look too suspicious. Say maybe 49 songs. Ah. I like it. That's the paranoia taking hold. There we go. I take issue with this song being a 4. It's more like a 6. Not challenging, but this is a very old song. The standards for difficulty have changed so much. Again, the idea of Trick Machine Climax being a 9. What was that other disastrously hard song that was mislabeled? It was an ITG song. Oh, it was such a trap, but I can't remember his name. It's not Quasar. That's not an ITG song. Well, ITG had a song that was labeled as a 9. It was more like a very difficult 11. Oh, it was such a trap. I'm not sure I've ever cleared it. Not even today. Yeah, they did rebalance all the difficulties. The trouble is, and this is why Legacy is a pain in the butt. Once the difficulties are out there, it's hard to go and change them all. You're not going to relicense every song you've ever licensed just to give them a fair difficulty. Alright, My Summer Love. It's a 9 for good reason. Fortunately, I can defeat it. Imagine the irony if Jake makes it to 99, but can't clear the 100 because it doesn't exist. Yeah. I don't know what the lyrics are. You can probably read it at the bottom, but I hear it as remember my first beating. Just hearing what you want to hear is better. Alright, let's have it. Flawless. That is to say, without flaw. You miss your step on that, you are in for a world of hurt. And that section alone makes that song a 9. We have no silver medalists yet? Come on, we're at 53. Oh, that was bad. I slipped on the sweat of my knuckle. I think Pizza got this song, and he was very uncomfortable with playing with his hands. I understand where you're coming from, though. Ooh. And time for the finale. This is not as scary as it looks. Just treat them like regular arrows and you'll be fine. Wish I could say the same for paranoia, respect. Oh my goodness. This song is called Zone 1-3. Very confusingly, it is not called Crypt of the Necrodancer. Just trying to keep my cool, quite literally. The tough thing about those hand songs is going down and then standing back up again. After you've completed a hands maneuver, Bend Your Mind often follows up with a jump. And I'm not quite Slavic enough to jump from a kneeling position. You'll get viewers like Plo thinking, what's the big deal? It's not about the core. It's about doing it without getting a massive head rush. Although maybe doing more burpees would train that, I'd rather just never do it. For a while, burpees was my least favorite kind of exercise. And come to think of it, I'm not sure if anything replaced that lauded position. Zone 1-3 here is a long song. Longer than your average fare. But the music is good, so it feels like it passes by very quickly. Is that it? Good. Need this drink. Yes. Some of the arrows have lightning around them. They are known as shock arrows. They're exactly the same as what used to be mines. As the name implies, it gives a shock. Both in-game, it will kind of explode and take away some of your health. And it'll also send a mild electric current through the dance mat to give you a shock. You know, for extra motivation to not hit them. They're very deadly. In-game, I mean. James, it's not going to kill anybody without pre-existing conditions here. But they do a lot of damage to your health bar in-game. That's what makes the ending to my favorite game so difficult. It's not just that they're shock arrows, but they are nested deep within regular arrows. You have got to be precise, and then you get the hell off of that arrow. Truth be told, I'm dreading running into my favorite game again. It's so hard. And even if you clear it, you end up exhausted. Oh, we got a lot of 9s. Rhythm and Police remaining. I hope for both of our sake we roll Rhythm and Police. It's a great song. But second place will only make you the first loser. Le Pips has secured victory. I even remember them posting up their seed, so I don't even need to verify. Well, verify the seed at least. I'd like to check the card. Sucker born every minute, but I was born many minutes ago. An otherwise easy song. This song features some very swift jumps. Jumping from one corner to another in sequential arrows. Well, I find it quite hard. Okay, this is ridiculous. Where are the boss songs? We're at 57. Multiple people ask me, is A song? Yes, this is A. If you have a square that only has A on it, you might be forgiven for thinking it was some kind of mistake in the song list or the bingo card generation. What's your opinion on A versus double A? I think I've only played double A when it was a keyboard warrior song. It sounds good, and it sounds a damn lot better than A. But double A is not something I could ever do on feet, unless it got an official release after that. I suppose it's possible. I wonder if it's seen as prestigious to have your song be featured in DDR. I doubt Kylie Minogue, when she's hosting Afternoon Tea, has this beaming smile saying, "Oh, and remember that time I was featured in Dancing Stage Megamix?" I don't know why I should suddenly develop a Scottish Quines accent, but hey, DDR does a lot of weird things to people. Yes, Kyle, we've heard the story. This is Graduation. What's it? Sore Zore no Asahi. Okay. Ashta, of course. Hey, Rune Factory 5 is over. I got nothing to prove. I suspected that I would come crawling back to Rune Factory 5 and play more of it in my spare time. I have not touched it. It's really a damning thing about the game, but it's just not very good. In fact, what I ended up doing was firing up Rune Factory 4 in Japanese and playing through that instead. Oh man, if I was going for the full 100, I don't know what I'd think about this this ordering. This is the kind of ordering you're never gonna get twice. 59 songs. And the only boss songs we've had were Sakura and Outer Limits. I regard those to be two of the easiest. Outer Limits, give it or take it, max 300, Paranoia Survivor. They're kind of in the same boat as this is not Arrabbiata or Paranoia Respect. Holy moly, Paranoia Respect. I've even cleared that one in the arcade. Paranoia Respect, that is. But it's so hard. You gotta go in fresh. Not just in body, but in mind, because the ending is just there to screw you over. It's got these tight streams of arrows with these wildcard freezes in there. And the freezes are just there to confuse you. If you just ignore the freeze and do the arrows as normal, well, you would be fine, except they also put a brief pause in it. The stream of arrows is missing a single arrow. So if you just continue as normal, you're going to make an extra step. And that's going to put you off the steps for the following ones. It's so hard. But it's still part of my Nonstop 100. By the way, there was one problem with this bingo setup that I've yet to figure out. It's really punitive for people that don't arrive at the beginning. And especially for people across the pond. A 12 o'clock start for Europe is I'm not getting out of bed for that start. The thing is, I could do something like, if you're not there at the start, your username is your seed. But when you start introducing more rules like that, the complexity gets a little too deep. And that's not a slight at the enormous brains of the Twitch viewers here. It's just how it is. You run something like this, the more rules, the more steps involved, the more likely people are to just get glass-eyed and go, yeah, forget that. 61, I can't believe this. Forcing everybody to have usernames as a seed, though, takes away agency, and I'm not keen on that. It is functionally the same. But hey, so's roulette. People still like to choose their lucky numbers. A guy that chooses their lucky numbers and a guy that just chooses, I don't know, 6 for every spin are going to face the same payout. Well, the same odds of payout at least. But that's why gambling has a bit of magic to it. Yeah, they have the same odds. But what if 6 comes up 3 times in a row? God, I love gambling. What's your lucky roulette number? So whenever I play roulette, which is not often because I prefer my games to involve cards, but sometimes I just warm up the evening. You know, take out 10 or 20 quid worth of chips and just go on to roulette. Never expecting to win. But I always put down 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 every time. I never do anything else. The way I see it, if I ever do anything else and one of those numbers comes up, I'm going to feel the burning regret. Let's dream that dream then, shall we, Captain Jack? It's a bingo for Kane! He was waiting on that dream and it came for him. Well, you'll be relying on the pips being disqualified somehow. You know what? I think I'm not applying it for this time, but I think in the future I might make it that the top 2 or top 3 get it. I'm not a fan of sudden death situations, and this is kind of a sudden death. If you've got 8 out of 10 and someone else goes, well, you're waiting on someone else to go bingo and it's all gone, but if you have 8 out of 10 and someone else goes bingo, you still have 2 shots left. I'm sure I can think up something. Oh no! Right, who was waiting on Arabiata? The smug Arab bastard is back. Let's not go down easy. Ah! Eat it, you sandy arsed! Now let's just hold it in. Let's hold it in. We're still standing. 64. Let's go. Alright, I'm feeling so good about that. We're going to take all 3 first bingo winners and award them all. Because that is good manners in a casino. If you win big, you award something to those who cheered you on. Oh, bollocks. I'm knackered. There's nothing left. Not after Arabiata came and took it. Whoa! Hey, that is good. That is so good. We're not at American salad level. We went all the way to Canadian poutine. A large poutine. Oh. Okay, we're all Canadians on this blessed day. But, okay, what's happening now? Right, first things first, this is coming off, so I don't expose my utterly drenched body to you all as I rearrange things, but we I've got some payouts to do. Ah. 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 Okay. Ooh. Gonna need this reupholstered afterwards. Okay. Right. I would like the winners to preferably send me a picture of their seed so everything can be filled in ahead of time, and then we can show off our big winners. I have Le Pips posting theirs up. Jake got a bingo as well. Oh, sweet. Okay. It's easiest to do if you post it on the Discord, like Pips just did, and I can grab this. And, oh yeah, oh, crivens. I might just be a little bit knackered here. Arabiata just does things to me. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Let's get a new window. Call it the bingo cards. Trim the capture down so we don't see all of my very questionable favorites there. And bring it on. So this should be Pips's bingo card. A little hard to read there, isn't it? Let's get zooming on in quite a bit more. God, that is fuzzy beyond belief. In any case, their big bingo came from No Shosetsu Girl, Can't Hug Every Cat, Trip Machine Climax, Spaceman, Secret Rendezvous that we got twice for some reason, Bangarang, Hyena, Pink Rose, Let's Heldin' It Over, and Role Playing Game. Huge congratulations to you, Pips. But my question is, who came in second and third? I'm just going to go by the honor system here because I am too knackered, but who did, we will verify and award. Alpha Gamo confirming that Kane Hung was second. Kane, could you post up your card and we can take a wee gander at it? And Lizard says they were third. Can we believe such a claim? I don't see why not. Well, I will verify anyway. I was just hoping to see them on the screen so we can check them out. I like this though. Big shout out to Nix and Fish Lips who put brains and brawn together to actually make this bingo card thingamajigger. Kane says they posted it in the Discord. Let's see, there's way. Their seed was Brotherhood, and it looks like they got right through the middle here. Yep. With Seduction, Trip Machine Climax, Bad Apple, Dream a Dream, My Summer Love, Burning Heat, Nori Nori Nori, Midnight Blaze, White Lovers, and Love is Orange. And who came in third place there? I don't know, that one I'm going to verify myself, but I'm satisfied with these two at least, so let's find them in the chat and award them accordingly. Wait, I think this is going to show all sorts of sensitive information, so let's just hide chat from a minute. Find Le Pipso. It says I can purge or delete you. Tempting options, but let's give you that gifty subby. Gift subscription. It's that easy. It's going to be really funny if I'm doing this in a wrong way. Almost done. Your order will be completed soon. Thank you, Twitch. There we go. We're all the Pips today. Okay, well, I can't even find where Kral is right now, but I will verify the others and oh, it's still showing. Oh well, too bad. Oh, I didn't cut it on that. Okay, well there we go. There we go. Right, well, let's ignore any of that. Point is, I'll go and verify the others and award out the others once I've kind of swept the sweat off my body, but I feel pretty good after that. I feel really good that I cleared Arabiata. That means 2 victories for me and 1 for Arabiata. The ball's in my court. So, until I'm back with more streams, which will be later on this evening, assuming I don't have some kind of collapsing post-DDR syndrome, we will be resuming the long play of War of the Underworld. So, until then, it's a cheers from me. One other thing is, if you have bright ideas about the bingo, do ping me. This was a trial session of it, and I was very happy with it, so I suspect we'll be doing this for our bingos going forward. But hey, I'm always open to suggestions of them. I'm also open to ignoring suggestions, although I usually justify why. But don't be afraid to ping them towards me. Right, that covers that. So now for me to go and rest up after slaughtering the Arabs yet again. So cheerio.